Hey friends, Billie here. Today's November 8th, 2017, and I wanted to talk to you today about the heart portal, our heart mind. It seems to be coming up in conversations lately, so I thought I would read you something from my book, actually, called How I Got on My Path. And as a hypnotherapist and someone who loves energy medicine and all those holistic modalities, I've been blessed to have clients and friends and colleagues that I worked with who, after some time, began to channel. So the very first channeling was actually one of my guides, or a collective called Bali or Balistar. And this is a Pleiadian collective who is extremely wise and very heart-centered. And like other high vibration beings, they are here to help humanity. So I luckily took some notes, and with all the conversations about going into the heart center and thinking from there, I remembered this awesome conversation I had a few years back with my friend Billie. So here goes. I'm going to share just a couple pages. When Billie came through, I asked Billie if he had a message for us. And then he began, release fears. They don't exist where we are. Transmit with light. Light is like an arrow that transmits and transforms. When asking is attached to earthly vibration, worry or fear, it makes it hard for us to answer your request because it comes from the mind. Help us to receive clearly with the light from your heart. The heart is the portal where we meet. The heart projects it out where we pick up the frequencies. Pay no attention to the mind. The mind is always falling behind. And Billie begins to laugh at his own joke. I realized then, when we usually do ask for heavenly assistance, when we do remember to pray, it's usually when we're already upset, when we're in fear, and then we emanate that fear. We may even cry, but in actuality, we're not asking for help at that point. We are then begging from a place of lack or not having, desperation, and it's usually a fear. And that only is manifesting more lack and more fear. So our asking clearly through our heart center puts us in a higher vibration, one which our guides can relate to and answer. When we are in our heart space, that is where and when we actually hear the answers or even notice the signs, which are our answered prayers. So the synchronicities that are all around us are our answered prayers. So Billie continued, send through the heart portal. As you draw in light, your portal opens wide. The light, the love is vibration. It is the key. That's sacred geometry. Shapes, sizes, frequencies, forms, and crystals. Crystals are just the images, replicas of the portals. Portals have different shapes. They can bring you into different directions, frequencies, take you to all the realms where all your answers exist. The zones, the frequencies, they are portals. Think of the eye of a fly. How does it see? In trillions of directions simultaneously. Our portals do the same. You can direct which satellite you wish to connect with. Many of your leaders and teachers have tapped into it, following the crystalline grid. Einstein, he was hooked up, as they say, tapped in, to the particles of light through his heart portal. He figured out it was beyond his mind. You can go there. You can pick and choose the portals. Your heart is just one of many portals. The heart age is the age of evolution we are in now. That's the portal where our work is. The others are there to help. The portals in the hand, the head, your chakras. The heart age is the ability to allow particles to come in and shake things up a bit. Earthly energies are beautiful. Shake things up, then you'll see the crystal formations. The grid is opening. Light shines through layers upon layers. Shake up the energy, the layers that are holding back information. The energy keeps changing like snowflakes. Each layer holds back valuable information meant to perk up your antennas, to connect with dimensions, with satellites. You shoot out particles through the heart center. Remember my favorite Martian? He laughs. That was then, and this is now. Those antennas come out of the heart. You could actually feel it, you know. He smiles. The heart is opening, just like the Hubble telescope. The dome opens to reveal it. Take that image. Use it as the image of your heart. Mirrored images come in, and there is a gathering of lights, of satellites. Tap into it every time you see it. They project out from you, and they are already there. Open your heart. Open your telescope. I then asked if that relates to one of our questions, such as in business when searching out, trying to connect with the desired end result. Bali replied, open your heart. Pull back the layers like a shell. Point at your antenna and say, where are you? Keep talking light. Learn the language of light. So that was an amazing conversation for me. And it really got me to practice and learn how to think and feel from the heart. And even more recently, I remember reading, hearing, or actually in a few places, that science knows and has known that our heart, the actual organ, has about 44,000 neurotransmitters. And from what we know about that, the neurotransmitters are the parts that send signals, that help us to think. And yet, the brain has less than that. So what that tells me is we actually should be thinking and feeling from the heart. And it is that energy that creates. We are creator beings. And as we learn to operate through our heart center, we can call forth, we can draw to us those things that we desire. So send out your telescope and call it forth. All right. Stay heart-minded, my friends. Talk to you soon. Have a wondrous, glorious, and loving day.